communication expectations. Okay. So a buddy of mine was a developer I know was saying that they were like, there's this client that's like emailing me all sorts of crazy hours and expecting a quick response, right? And at first I was like, oh man, what a horrible client. But then I was like, wait a sec. Let me think this through. And I was like, have you ever let's say it's a Saturday night, right? You get an email from a client on a Saturday night and they expect a response right away. I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, have you in the past responded to this client on a Saturday night really quickly when they emailed you, messaged you or whatever? And then is like, yeah, well, basically, right? And so I think the thing to realize is that, that's kind of like a drug for a client, right? Getting that quick response. They have something that's a priority to them. They have something they want to get done. It's a Saturday night or whenever it is. And they're like, oh man, I hope this developer can help me. And maybe they put urgent in the subject line or whatever. Or maybe they don't. Or maybe they send a strongly worded email. Like, I'm so big, and I keep saying this in different ways, on setting up your boundaries, whatever those are, on when you're available to communicate, being consistent within those boundaries, but, having boundaries up, right? So like for me, clients can't email me on Saturday. I mean, they can email me. I don't even see it, right? Even texts. If someone were to text me, I wouldn't even see that either, right? And I've talked about this in other things. So, my thing is like, now some people would probably complain that I need to be more responsive and stuff like that. There's a spectrum there. But if you're complaining about a client emailing you on a Saturday night and expecting a response, ask yourself the question, have I ever replied to them on a Saturday night? Because once they know you're going to reply, like in the back of their head, it's almost like they can't help it, right? Like they have a need. And if they think you're going to reply, they're going to send that email because, you're training them to do that. You want to train them in the right direction. Let them know clearly what your expectations. It's not about being unresponsive. It's about this is what, these are the protocols, And if you do want to have support for urgent situations, make that clear the way that you do that. Maybe you double maybe you charge a 2x rate for any urgent situations and they have to submit a ticket to a special place, which will ping your cell phone or something like if you want to do that. But you can set things like that up so that if somebody really wants to hit that urgent button and you want to allow them to, you make it really clear that they're going to have to pay for that. And it's not just every random email is going to get a response. So so just think about how to optimize those things for your workflows, for your client relationships.